Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Erik Voss, and Guardians of the Galaxy director James Gunn is back from the digital dead and is giving us our clearest smoking gun, with two ends, about the deepest mystery among New Rockstars open case files, the long-lost missing Guardians of the Galaxy Easter egg. Now, James Gunn has reawakened this mystery by replying to a proposed answer on social media with a cryptic score, 50%, as in half of the nerd's weekend plans he just snapped away. Let's break down what this could mean, what it tells us about the upcoming Guardians Volume 3 film, and see if we can just connect the dots on this mystery with another New Rockstars tweet game. Okay, all the way back in 2018, James Gunn hinted on Twitter, the big Easter egg has not been found, not in either Volume 1 or Volume 2. And at the time, I went ahead and re-examined the first Guardians film in a week when I awkwardly had to shave for a play I was doing. And while I dredged up a number of interesting visual details I don't think anyone had found before, James Gunn did make my life forever, but said nope, we had not yet found the big Easter egg. Gunn had previously said that the Easter egg was partially found, but he would not confirm until someone found the whole thing and rewatched his movies 20 times.
It's there, it's already been partially uncovered. So you just need to find the whole thing.
One of my favorite YouTubers, MT, decoded the coordinates for each new planet. Morag, Xandar, the Kiln, Thanos' Sanctuary, the Dark Aster, and Nowhere. And using an alphanumeric decoding system, you can translate these coordinates to the phrases, "This is Mom's cancer," and "Meredith Quill X," or Meredith Quill BD. Meredith Quill, of course, is the mother of Peter Quill, and X, or BD, could refer to her ex-boyfriend, or baby daddy, Ego. Further decodings and combinations of letter groupings with the other coordinates led to this tweet that the Egg Hunter tweeted to Gunn this week. "This is Mom's cancer. This isn't real. Ex-Ego is cancer. Meredith Quill loved." The idea being that the first Guardians of the Galaxy film back in 2014 was already hinting at the big twist of Volume 2. Peter's mother, Meredith, died from cancer given to her by Peter's real father, Ego. And it was this translation that Gunn graded as 50%. But here's the tricky part. Does 50% refer to 2 of these 4 lines are correct? Or this whole translation is correct, but only 50% of the full answer? Well, I'm betting on the latter, because back in 2018, Gunn's tweet about the big Easter egg said it had not been found either in Volume 1 or Volume 2. So my interpretation is that the big Easter egg is one that spans across both Guardians films. And of course, Volume 2 has its own set of planet coordinate codes: the Sovereign, Bearheart, Contraxia, Ego's planet, and Ravager territory. There's all these numbers just right here ready to be looked at way too hard. That's right, there is so much in this world that really should be available to you if you can just look hard enough for it. Sadly, depending on where you live, things like your access to a particular website might be monitored or blocked. Well, thanks to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this episode and giving us some freedom and privacy and security with our internet usage. ExpressVPN is a virtual private network that encrypts your data to keep it from being stolen or tracked, and can grant you access to blocked content. Like, many websites and services are blocked in different parts of the world, and some countries censor websites and don't let you surf freely. Some things are even more expensive online depending on where you live. Airline tickets, streaming services. It's not fair. ExpressVPN allows you to reroute your connection to a server in a country of your choice, making geo-restrictions a thing of the past. ExpressVPN is also helpful for preventing your online data from being stolen or monitored without your knowledge. I like using it when I'm on public Wi-Fi, like at an airport or a coffee shop, to prevent those nosy hackers from stealing my information. Like, I don't want anyone to hack into my files and see all the awful Wolverine puns I have to slash out of my research. ExpressVPN servers operate at the fastest speeds, they have 24/7 customer support, and it's super easy to use. Just fire up the app and connect with just one click. It's a top-rated VPN provider, rated #1 by TechRadar, CNET, and many more. Find out how you can get 3 months free by clicking on the link in the description box below. expressvpn.com/newrockstars. Again, that's expressvpn.com/newrockstars. So, if we were to apply the rule that Volume 1's code revealed the big twist of Volume 2, we can look at the Volume 2's code as a reveal for the big twist of Volume 3. What would that twist be? Well, Gunn has hinted in other reviews that Volume 3 is going to be all about Rocket. So what do we know about Rocket? Well, we should remind everyone that Rocket is not an Earth raccoon. Xandar listed his planet of origin as half-world, as it is in the comics. That listing also lists strange anatomical features, and later in the Kiln, Quill sees the surgical scars of Rocket's cybernetic skeleton. So Gunn's implication is that Rocket is not just from half-world, but there's some darker history behind his cybernetic enhancements, why he was created, and who created him. This is a mystery further hinted at with a bunch of other clues.
Well, I didn't ask to get made. I didn't ask to be torn apart and put back together over and over and turned into some Some little monster! I was cybernetically engineered to pilot a spacecraft.
Just a little bit of love reminds you how big and empty that hole inside you actually is.
I said shut up!
I know them scientists what made you never gave a rat's ass about you.
So do the Volume 2 coordinates connect to the mystery of Rocket's origin? Well, Reddit user Sauerkraut fiddled with the numbers and came up with the following translation. Biomedical Clinic 89P13, Half-World Cage C, mission plan is to seek IO. Wyndham built math. He's a smart attack ICBM. Gibberish! Well, actually, Wyndham could refer to Herbert Wyndham, aka the High Evolutionary from the Marvel Comics. Wyndham was kicked out of Oxford for his radical genetic theories. He would experiment on animals, with the big goal being evolving humanity into advanced beings. He's actually associated with Adam Warlock, the genetically perfect gold cocoon fella being incubated by Aisha in the Guardians 2 post-credit scene. In the comics, it's the High Evolutionary who gives Adam the soul gem that he keeps in his head. In Volume 2, when Rocket swipes through his tablet, there's a bunch of visible planet names, including Terra, that's Earth, Hala, that's a Kree planet from Captain Marvel, Dreslar, and Terma. Now, Terma only appears once in the Marvel Comics, Annihilation Conquest #1. It's a Kree outworld where Adam Warlock is found in a stasis container. This storyline also ties in the High Evolutionary. I think this is all saying that Rocket's origin is intertwined with the High Evolutionary and Adam Warlock. Rocket was clearly familiar with Earth before going there in Infinity War and Endgame, so what if this coordinates code is pointing to Rocket's origin as a genetic and cybernetic creation by Herbert Wyndham on Half-World to look like an Earth raccoon for some evil plot upon Wyndham's return to Earth, like nuking it with ICBMs, letting the survivors evolve. This plot would be foiled, and maybe to escape Wyndham's wrath, Rocket piloted away to Jupiter's moon of Io. And in Volume 3, years later, maybe Rocket will run back into the High Evolutionary when he finds the High Evolutionary's masterwork, Adam Warlock. Like perhaps the High Evolutionary now heads up the Enclave that creates Adam for Aisha. And this whole genetics plot would have implications beyond Guardians 3. Like, we're about to learn a lot about everyone's genetic history with the Eternals film. The Eternals were created on ancient Earth as a genetic experiment by the Celestials, the same cosmic entities as Eson the Searcher in the Collector story in Guardians Volume 1, and Quill's father, Ego, who, by the way, I'm a believer, started as the disembodied brain from the giant celestial skull that became nowhere. Celestials were mentioned by Nebula when describing Vormir.
A dominion of death, at the very center of celestial existence.
Suggesting that the Soul Stone's history is connected with these ancient celestial geneticists, and by the way, is now being guarded by one of the biggest eugenics obsessives, Red Skull. Really, maybe the big trend of Phase 4 will be everyone doing these 23andMes, seeking genetic links with Celestials, since everyone knows Peter Quill was able to wield an Infinity Stone due to his ego connection, and Thanos, as an Eternal, might have also had that same kind of DNA strain. And maybe in Guardians Volume 3, Rocket will spearhead the charge against this whole genetic purity, against figures like the High Evolutionary and Adam Warlock, with the message that one's scars, their imperfections, and the forged bonds with a chosen family are the truer representations of our souls. What do you think is the secret message of the coordinates in Volume 2? Join our Discord server to go deeper into this with us. It's been really fun trying to code break with our inner circle. You can access the Discord by becoming a patron today at patreon.com/newrockstars. Comment down below, follow me at EA Voss, follow New Rockstars on social media, and subscribe to New Rockstars to follow us on this wild goose chase by James Gunn to rewatch his movies over and over and over and over and over and over. Well done, Gunn.